Hey everyone, welcome here. Today we have Facebook ads guru and expert Jeremy Kovatana here, and we're going to be going over how you can use AI and ChatGPT to increase your Facebook ads revenue, lower your Facebook ads lead cost, and even increase CTR, get all your stats pointing in the right direction through the use of AI. It's pretty incredible what AI has brought to us over the last year, and we're gonna go over it with you guys. So we hope you find a ton of value and content in this. Okay, so here we have ChatGPT, and I'm going to just search for Facebook ads library. So first step, Jeremy. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. What would you recommend that someone do if, say, they're making? We're going to just do insurance ads as an example, but you guys can really, in any industry, do this and
Yeah,
apply it.
let's
So
hop into the Facebook ads library, and then we can kind of let's just pick a market we're going after, whether if it's just general insurance, like term insurance, or whatever insurance you want to do. Let's just pick something.
okay, let's do, since we're familiar with it here, we'll do final expense, right? So, what should I search? Like uh,
Yeah,
burial program.
burial insurance or something. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, burial program. Let's see if burial insurance comes up after.
yeah. So if you look at this right now, you see that there's over 50,000 results just by searching this, right? And
Wow.
so there's actually kind of an art to searching in the library as well. I think most people would just come in here and grab something. But what I would do is actually go to the filters on the right hand side, and I would filter for active ads only, so active status, because the inactive ones are going to be anything marked political, and we really don't want to get marked political if
For
we,
sure.
right? So um, just hit up, and also if we probably want some older ads too, and so I might even, if you scroll down where it says from 2018, I would maybe change to two where it says 2023. I would say let's pick something like maybe 2021, you know, and let's see if we can find something older. Because if there's an ad in 2021
Yeah,
that's running and it's still running, it's definitely working.
that's
And
true.
most people will not be scrolling all the way down to the bottom. So there's only one, and this is actually an example of an ad that I used to run. This is not my page. This is not my page, but we ran this exact ad in 2019. So it's so
I love
funny
it.
it's showing up. So
Dude,
uh,
they're still running that. That's been listen, I'm gonna reach out to Senior Benefits Advocate and be like, bro, how are you not shut down on Facebook after since 2020?
but all my ads on this ad usually got marked political. So they actually got lucky to not get marked political. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I would so there's one, but let's open it up a little bit because we want a few more examples. So
Yeah.
let's do 2020, maybe 2022, or we can just pick a few from the top. So just yeah, let's go ahead and
Well, we got
yeah. So it's only
four.
four examples. Yeah, exactly. So
They're all the same.
but
Oh,
yeah, so
similar.
if they've been running for this long, they definitely are working. Um, or but just for the sake of our example, we can just pick a few that look good, and then we can kind
From
of
like
use.
these here.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so what we're trying to do really is we're trying to give Chat GPT some context, and so we want to get examples of ads that are being run that are successful, and we want to give it some context and examples of what's been working, and then we're going to ask it, hey, based upon these examples that work well, and your experience, Chat GPT as a direct response marketer, what would you say, right?
Cool.
That's
So I'm gonna go here to ChatGPT. I'm gonna go um, ChatGPT 4.
and I would definitely pay up. If you're not paying up for ChatGPT 4, I definitely would do that. It's significantly better than GPT 3.
Yeah, it is. And you may have to go on a waiting list. I went on the waiting list, but it was pretty quick. And now that, I mean, I was only on the waiting list for like a day or two.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna maximize this here. So what's something that I'd say here to get it
Yeah.
prepped?
So I would say, like, you're an expert direct response
Oh,
marketer, I'll delete that top question. You stop
Yeah.
generating right there.
You know what? I'm just gonna do a new here.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to like tell it who you want it to be. Like what kind of frame do you want it to come from? And
Here.
so your
So you
next
see your next.
yeah, direct response marketer, because direct response is people that would try and get leads, right? Um, you've served the final expense insurance niche for decades, and maybe something like I want you to come up with yeah with some ads to generate leads in the final expense insurance niche. Um, the our perfect customer would be someone that's 50 to 85. And so, what's a good final expense client, Justin? Like lower income potentially.
50, 85 years old, and in the lower 70% of income,
Yeah,
because
so I
we,
would
we
put
get
that.
plenty of people that have decent money, but they're
Yeah,
not, rich. Our perfect customer would be someone that is 50 to 85 years old, and is in the lower 70% of income earners for their specific age bracket.
yeah. It's like, and then say, I'm going to give you a few examples, and I want you to come up with
Of
an
ads
ad.
that have worked. A
Yeah,
few examples of ads that have worked before, and I want you to come up. That it?
and say, do you understand? Question mark.
Yes. Wow. Instant.
Yeah. So we want to like we want to make sure it understands us, and it. So right now it's waiting for the examples, and so let's go find a few examples. So uh, maybe it's what do you think, Justin? What are some of these good ones? Some ones that look really good.
Let's
You want some? Look at some with some emojis in there,
let's see if we got some from February. Okay.
and just say like here are some examples, and then do Shift Enter so we have a new line,
Yeah, gotcha.
and paste that one, or do and then new line, and then
Should we do one
yeah, do one. Yeah,
that had worked
yeah, we
before?
get that one. Yeah,
One more?
yeah.
That good?
Do one more.
One more, cool.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Enter.
Yes. See, it's even like giving us like
Crazy.
emojis and stuff. So if we were to typically just ask the question, it would not give us emojis. It wouldn't do any of that stuff. And so since we prompted it with some of that information, it's going to
Now, the only thing that it may not do, guys, is comply to Facebook's new ad policies, because this is from 2021, September 2021.
yeah,
So, do you think that this would get flagged for discrimination for lower income earners, maybe?
potentially. So I might say fixed income or something like that instead of lower
Yeah.
income. And also what I would do too is a lot of times I like to have this base one, and then I'll ask for give me another example that's more clickbaity.
News for seniors. I love it.
So you can get really creative. Like you don't have to use some of these things, but we want some clickbaity info. We want some that's more higher intent. Someone that has money. Like you can really like if you have that foundation of examples. We prepped it. Now we can kind of start asking to pull more stuff out of it, right? And so I mean that would
Perfect.
That one looks pretty dang good.
That one looks good, man. That one looks good. Um, so
Discover
this
the
is
secret and see if you qualify. Yeah.
the secret. And some of you guys watching this may not even know like why we're laughing because I've just been in the business so long. I just can imagine our typical client seeing that and being like, "Oh my God, the secret!" Just they figured it out.
And it's all about finding our customers. So we know what our customers will click. You know, that's like half the battle is finding that right person. So we're trying to
Yeah,
find the right bait to attract them, right?
exactly. Um, so cool. Yeah. So and what we can do too is we can take these and put these in an ad so that we'll show you guys the results here too. Maybe in another video you'll see the results. But I know just by looking at this that this would work. Like I
Yeah,
can just
I know.
tell.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Revealed the secret to affordable final expense. Yeah, that's a good actually. That's really good.
it is really good. This is cool. I feel like this would do really well. So now that we have our ad copy, right? And the thing is, guys, you can do like that. And you can go make me another one.
Yeah,
That
make one
looks
that has
great.
higher for a higher intent lead that knows that this is going to cost money or something. Like just know you're always trading between like lower cost leads, higher intent leads. There's always that balance you got to find, right?
Exactly. And you want to yeah. So like it's not the cheapest lead. Sometimes guys is the most expensive lead. Not always, but like sometimes you can have like the lowest cost, the lowest CPL may have a higher CPA, cost per acquisition. Not all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. So cool.
Yeah. So it's sticking with those green check
Yep.
marks, which is fine.
Yeah. You're ready to protect your financial future with an affordable final expense insurance program. But invest in reliable final expense insurance plan today. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
There
So
you go.
things like quote that may, um, well, I mean, yeah, but it'd be higher intent. So like I want a quote on insurance. So someone who's broke and has $10 a month to spend is not going to be doing that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you guys could essentially do this. Say you were like doing this for like a dentist office, right? You could just copy this and just say, you serve the dental industry for decades, and I want you to come up with some ads to generate leads in the dental industry niche. A perfect customer would be someone, with money between the ages of whatever, I don't know, the perfect dental industry person. But I'm going to give you a few examples that have worked before. I want you to come with an ad you understand, and then you just go to the Facebook ad library and you can say like new dental patient and search, and it would come up with whatever ad is here, like Alpha Dental, right? So 3,100 results. Whether you need this, you can do this, and our mission LM Dental. So you can just do like copy and paste these, right, for whatever. Yeah. Um, you can do the same thing for a headline. Okay, so you can be like, give me examples of headlines. So you could give them an example of most have no clue this benefit exists, or I thought that was Judge Judy for a second. Uh, U.S. 2023 funeral expense programs. So same thing. What would we say? Like
Yeah. Like we could even say like, you know, a Facebook ad consists of uh, ad copy text, description, headline, and a button. Um, and then say like what combination or what come up with an ad based upon these examples uh, that we could use for each of these fields.
yeah.
Uh, Come up with the ad copy to fulfill each of these fields. So it's using the last example basically that we.
Yeah. Cool.
There you go. So
Perfect.
Yeah, we could do the same thing for like if you're using lead form, you can say we're using the Facebook lead forms. What should we put in for the Facebook lead form fields? Like if you wanted to do that, go that route, you could definitely do that as well. We haven't provided any examples yet, but we could.
Awesome.
Same
Cool.
concept. Yeah.
So now that we have the text, right? Now we're going to come up with some images, and there have been some pretty cool findings with AI for images that can be used for this type of thing. So there is a bot that you can actually install into Discord called Midjourney. Jeremy showed me this, and I was doing an astronaut floating in space holding an insurance policy. Right, that's basically. So
That's
I did it. I made a meme. I said these SLS policies are out of this world. That's like
that's awesome.
so.
Your creativity can go you can just go crazy with your creativity with all these tools.
No, you can. It's really cool. So what I did is what did we do? Or I didn't even do it. Jeremy showed me how to do it. So I created a channel, and then at the top we added in. First, you have to pay for Midjourney,
Hmm.
right? And then what's the next step there?
Yeah, once you go pay for Midjourney, once you go subscribe to Midjourney, they're going to add you to the Midjourney Discord
Which is right
channel,
here.
right? But once you pay for it, now you can create your own Discord channel, and then you can invite the Midjourney bot, which is
Mm.
the image bot, into your own channel. So if you're in the Midjourney channel, you can create images, but in there, I mean, your images, everybody can see your images. Like you're gonna just see a bunch
So
of images.
I'll do this is the thing. I've made like a ton of cool pictures with this so far. But this is where we're gonna choose an image that works for these. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our ChatGPT thing here, look
Mm-hmm.
at the library, and we're gonna see what's worked. So we have State House, someone speaking at a cemetery, funerals, cremation. That looks like the seals of the states, breaking news, funeral, casket,
News
so
anchor.
news anchor. So if you're gonna give it here, we're like news anchor at a cemetery.
Yeah, news anchor at yeah, imagine news anchor at a cemetery.
So you guys hit forward slash imagine. Here, I'll do that
Mhm.
again. I did that really quick. Forward slash imagine, then enter news anchor at a cemetery.
Yeah. And what kind of emotion do you think?
Looking surprised.
Yeah, there you go. Try that. So the new Midjourney version 5 does pretty good with less information. There was a version 4 where you really wanted to give it tons of information.
There we go. Wow, that went quick. So, um,
Look
sweet.
at that.
That what do you think would be the best?
Well, shoot. I mean, gosh, I mean, the one on the bottom right looks less like the least AIE, right?
Yeah, it does.
It looks more
So now what you can do with this is if you do U, it means like ultra quality, right?
it's
I
called
think
upscale. Yeah, upscale
upscale.
4, and then you can do V4, which is variation. So usually sometimes I'll do a V4. I'll do maybe there's a gal in the first one. Maybe we want to do V1.
Yeah,
We have two different variations, right?
we can always do V4 again too,
Yeah.
right?
You can actually click at the same time. I don't if you're paying for it. I think you can run a couple at one time.
Cool.
And then yeah, you hit upscale and it'll pop it to the
Whoa.
when it starts. Yeah, sometimes you can see it as it's generating, and in the beginning it looks really
It's crazy
wacky.
how that's what it thinks people are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're just layers of paint.
In V4, if you look at some of the images in V4, people would have like 8 fingers on each hand or like
This one too, they'll have odd number of fingers. Like this one. See that
yeah,
one? He's got four
yeah,
fingers.
yeah.
His
So
hands are kind of all like so. But I think this one is still the.
yes, yeah.
So you won.
Yeah, upscale one, and you kind of get
There we go. Boom.
yeah,
So he's got four fingers, but it's fine.
yeah.
So then all we do is you click this and then open in browser and then if you download it right from Discord, it doesn't save as a PNG or a JPEG.
Mm.
It saves
Okay.
as like a file or something. So it'll be dude at cemetery, dude at cemetery, and then um, yeah. So then you do that, and then you can just save that picture in
Mhm.
your ad. So essentially, and for you guys who, I mean, I guess I can go into it here. You guys should probably know how to do this by now if you're watching this video. But because I don't have to do like a full Facebook ads tutorial for every single video that I do, but I will in this case. Okay, we're gonna go leads. So we're setting up for leads, like we're generating leads, right? Hit continue, and it's gonna be forms. That's the one we're gonna pick. The internet's like crazy slow right now because I'm sharing my screen on this, but um, we're gonna go to whatever. I'm not even gonna name it anything. Maybe this is just gonna take long because of this whole okay. Instant forms. We're gonna use it on the FEX Eagles page. And age. So for this, make sure you guys also put the age. So like I don't know, depending on what you're marketing, but we'd say put 50 and 65 plus, because you can't do 85 for this. Advantage Plus placements, new leads, add.
Yeah, pick your location, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pick the location. Sorry, I totally glanced over that.
Yeah, location,
Show
living
you guys
in.
that.
So it always
Yeah,
pre-populates with living in and recently.
exactly. So we're gonna go locations, people living in this location,
Hmm.
and let's just say we're gonna do Florida. There we go. Statewide Florida and all genders. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, cool. And then we go to the ads here, and I guess probably zoom in on this. I'm always like super zoomed out because the screen size. Move all, add media, and then you go in and to add the image. We're going to add the image that it gave us. No, not astronaut. Dude at cemetery. There we go. Next, original. Should we do original?
You
Yeah.
can do it. You can do recommended. It's probably fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's cool.
yeah.
That does a good job. That's really cool. Just keep all this. Good. Okay. And now we're going to go to the text. Man, screen share is not happy with this. So what we could actually do is if we turn the dynamic creative on, we'd
Hmm.
actually test all of them work
Right.
uh, that work for this. If I go do that, it's going to reset this whole thing.
It shouldn't on the. I would just yeah, we could
Yeah, I'm
try it.
just going to leave it. Well, I'm just leave it for now because it's going
Okay.
to take too long. So we'll just try a random one up here.
Let's
Clickbaity,
let's do hot news.
hot news. That guy looks like he's got hot news for seniors at the cemetery. That's so messed up, dude. Oh my gosh.
It'll stop the scroll. That's for sure.
What I would do is this though. I would just pull it up so that the whole ad's gonna go there.
There
Um,
you go.
you think that's better than the space?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, you could test both. I do like what was it with the space? If you had the space back,
Yeah,
is
it's true. Seeing what it says.
you still see revealed the
The
secret.
secret too.
Yeah, that's pretty enticing in my opinion. So I might just
He definitely doesn't look like a senior, but it's all good. We'll just keep it as it is there. You can try whichever one works better, guys. It's a cool thing about this. So now we're gonna go take our headline. This is great. Perfect. In the description. And what does it say? What's that? Click here now. Click below.
Yeah, click
Oh yeah. Click
learn more. Oh, it usually keeps it, so I don't know why not. Oh well.
that's weird. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And
Now we go learn more. And we could just do the lead form. I
yeah,
just keep lead forms pretty basic, guy. I mean, however you want it to be, but if you're just looking to get like a bunch of leads in, um, I would start kind of basic on the lead forms and then kind of get a little bit more specific. Like a big thing I've seen people, big like mistakes I've seen people make, who will reach out to me and they'll be like, "Hey, my leads are coming in at like $30 each." It's because they go into their lead form and they're asking like for someone's life story.
hmm
Um, my
yeah,
opinion is this: if someone is high intent, by the way, what I mean by that is this. So like it's like, hey, like this is something I got from Jeremy. I've been using this for years, right? So I literally just put the name, email, phone, and date of birth. Um, I, you can ask for more stuff, of course, but my thing was always this, especially with this market and whatever you guys are making this for may be different, and whatever the person that you're like, if you're running ads for someone, say you have a marketing company running ads for someone, they're like, no, we want super high intent leads, we don't care what it costs, then okay, cool, put more. But when I was just selling these leads myself, I was like, look, someone who's high intent is going to fill this form out anyway. Someone who's lower intent that's going to take some more effort to sell is going to fill this one out, but maybe not the other one. And also, like our market, we're working with seniors who may not be the most tech savvy, typing on a little, phone keyboard. So like, I'm like, just for me, it was kind of like keep it simple and yeah. But
I think you kind of go through an evolution in your sales journey as an agent. So, like what I like, for example, when I was a new agent, I started with age leads and some newer high intent leads, just to keep my lead cost down. But it gave me more opportunities to be on the phone and make mistakes. And so you might start with a low, like get as cheap leads as possible in the beginning
yeah.
because you want to get more at bats. Like get on that phone, you're gonna get beat up. And then you're gonna go through the evolution where okay, you're gonna want to start wanting more quality. So you kind of go through that evolution
Hmm.
and you get your sales down. Now you're like, man, I need more at bats, and so you're gonna go back to the original type of lead you should have because you're like, I'm better on the phone now. I could probably close more of those ones that are on the fence, and I think the ones that are on the fence like that are really the ones that are gonna start making you like ultra profitable.
Yeah.
Because if you can use your sales skills that you developed to close those ones that a new agent couldn't close, you know.
But Jeremy, what we can do, we'll talk a little bit about kind of the basis behind that. Where do you think marketing and advertising are going? I mean, you think AI is going to have a huge impact on marketing and advertising over the next few years? Do you think it's kind of just a fad that's coming and going?
No, man, it's a tool. Like, it's just gonna get better, and I don't think it will exactly replace your jobs, but you have to learn to use what's available. So, for example, when the calculator came out, we were all trying to doing math with an apparatus or whatever, using our head, and then we have a calculator that could do the calculations really fast, and we started forgetting how to do math in our heads. And so you get a
Yeah.
cashier, you pay money. If the machine doesn't work, they're like, what do I do? But we start relying on these tools, and so I think it's going to be. I definitely think it's here to stay, and it's just a matter of who's going to be the best at using the tool that's available,
Yeah.
and it's going to help you get ahead.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and
Awesome.
if you think about it, like you see how we prompted the Chat GPT. Like we can create. I mean, you can already start doing this now, where you go to the open API version, like behind the Chat GPT door, and you can get the API access, and you can start creating these specialists that can be your guides. Like you can create your health specialist, and so you prompt with all these information about health, and you can ask it questions. You can prompt a marketing specialist. You can prompt a financial specialist. You can feed it information from different sources that you trust, and you can start asking it questions, and it can answer based upon those prompts, right? So, I mean, the man, it's crazy what's happening now in the space.
It is. It's really cool. And I've seen someone create I watched a tutorial the other day on Python on how to create a voice assistant. You know, replace Siri. I mean, I think Google. There's going to be some competition coming up with ChatGPT. I mean, they say if you, instead of having to go search for answers, but this is the thing too, is that the cool thing about Google, which could definitely decide what to put on the rank or not, and hopefully they're okay with me saying this, but it's like ChatGPT, you're getting like one source's thing, so it's kind of like at least with when you're just looking at your own search results, you have the decision of whether or not you want to like believe what you see, and
Mhm.
you're getting multiple sources of information so that you can decide, hey, okay, like that's valid, maybe that's not, that's kind of out there, rather than just one thing being like this is the answer.
Right. Yeah, it's the wild, wild west now. So like, you have to definitely be careful what it tells you. You might have to fact check it. Like Bing, for example, in Bing's version of ChatGPT, it will give you the sources that it's pulling information from now, and so that's kind of helpful. So
That's cool.
if you use that, it's definitely beneficial. I already have ChatGPT on my phone. So like, if I tell Siri ChatGPT, I can ask it a question and it'll talk back to me. So there's all
That's
these
cool.
tools you can use now.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, look, we hope you guys are able to use the content in this video to help increase your revenue for your Facebook ads, whether it's with insurance or whether it's with whatever that you may be doing. You can, and if you'd like to reach out to either of us with questions, just check out the descriptions in the video for our emails. And my email is jve@thejve.com. Jeremy, what's your email?
It's Jerome@jeromek.com.
Yeah. So he said because Jeromy. I say Jeremy, but I know it's
Yeah.
Jerome. So
Yes. Yeah. I go by Jeremy, but I always say Jerome, so you know how to spell it. So Jeromy@jeromek.com.
perfect. Awesome. Well, hey man, this was great. Like I really think this is gonna help a lot of people, and hopefully we get out there. And appreciate your time today, man.
Yeah. Thanks for
And
having me.
yeah, and maybe we'll come out with another video here where we have some leads sold from these. So we'll run the ad and see what happens.
That'd be
So
cool.
see you guys.
All right. Peace.
Cool. That was good.
That was good. That was fun.
That ad was freaking perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Hot news for seniors.
I know. I was actually